Hey, what is up, guys? This is Rahkim, Tyson, and we are back at it with the subscriber interviews. You guys know the vibes. Last year, before 2K21 was released, I had the opportunity to interview my subscribers, and the purpose of these interviews is to share their experiences since joining the Raheem Tyson community. And I got my boy right next to me, Mamba King. I know he's rocking with the Phoenix Suns jersey. Unfortunately, Raheem's team, the Bucks. I'm not gonna go there. Hey, what's up, Mamba?
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great. Uh, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm very excited for these subscriber interviews. It's been a while. It's one of those highly requested videos that my subscribers want to watch in the channel and want to participate. So I'm happy that you are the first one since over a year. So I'm very happy, bro. In this video or this interview, I wanted to for us to create a conversation, to share your experience since joining the Raheem Tyson community. And, before we get things started, I just want to say, yo, thank you so much, man, for taking this time. And I also want to say, man, like, yo, you are one of the most improved players in the community. And we're definitely going to get a little more into detail in regards of, your development. But nonetheless, man, like, I'm very curious, mom, but like, share to the dream community, like, how did you discover the Raheem Tyson community?
Um, I was I was just new to 2K at the time, and I wanted to run with the people, but like no one wanted to like run with me, and whenever I was getting on a squad spot, everyone is leaving me, going away. I felt like I just wanted to get better at the game, and I was just recently new to the game, as I just said, and when I got a game, like I was not that good at it, and I was getting called out and bullied and getting screamed at, and you know, just and that kind of hurt. At times it gave me some. I sometimes cried a lot um because of that, and just I mean I thought it was just a game, and it was just a game, and yeah, none of my friends wanted to help me, so. And one day I was just going across YouTube, and your video was the first video in the came in my recommendation. It was like I remember it was like a first video where you told me like hit you up like when if you want to get better at park and you do not want to get called out at when playing 2K. So I hit you up on Instagram, and from there you added me to the community on PlayStation, and from there, I just made a lot of friends, and um, who didn't call me out. I was just having a good time, getting better at this game. You know, as in making a lot of friends, and yeah, just everything was good after I joined the community.
Man, that's great, bro. And I want to say thank you so much for sharing your story, man. Like, before you discovered the Raheem Tyson community, you mentioned that you were recently new of the 2K of 2K. Is this, and I'm curious, like, is this your first time? Well, before I really ask you this question, I just want to say excuse me for the audience who's watching. You see that, yo, our my players were just falling asleep. Like, yo, this interview, it's gonna be a very dope interview. There's no need for my players to be sleeping, but anyways, that's besides the point. Um, I, you mentioned, right? So back to the question, you mentioned that you were new, right? Or this is your recent 2K, and I'm very curious. Like, is this the your first ever 2K that you're playing?
Um, no, 2K20 was not my first. What I was talking about was in 2K20. Um, um, I just got playing the park. Like my very first 2K was 2K16, but I wasn't really like into my career and other stuff, and I was more, just like YouTubers do like rebuilds and stuff on my league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of those stuff, and you know, doing some my team as well, and really like, and I was just doing it for fun. Like I was not good at the game, and a lot of people like the main thing about 2K is probably like the my career and park stuff. So I got that in. I got into that in 2K19, and it was my first year playing on my career. I felt that was good, but like, I was still kind of rough. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't play Park because I didn't have PlayStation Plus. Um, but then I continued to do that in 2K to like 2K20, and probably when this pandemic started, I was getting bored, so I got like PS Plus, and yeah, um, and I got PS Plus, and yeah, I got ability to play in the park, and I played in the park, and you know, and I wanted to play park with friends, my friends, but at that time I didn't have like a lot of friends, and I was getting called out a lot at when initially as a rookie in 2K20. That hurt a lot, and yeah, I mean I barely made any friends until I joined this community.
Man, so I just want to essentially make sure that I'm following the story well. So your first ever 2K was 2K16, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
at that time, so from 2K16 to 2K18, you were doing like franchise or my league. You were essentially doing some builds, rebuilding teams, and that's dope. And we're
Yeah.
definitely getting more into that. And then in 2019, that's when you said, "Yo, like you
No, that was
know,
no. I did up to 2K. I think I wasn't clear, but I did up to 2K19. But
oh, you
on
did it up."
2K20,
Got you. So you did it up to 2K19 with the My League or GM mode. And then in 2K20 or 2K19, you start doing a little bit of My Career and there 2020. And in 2K20,
yeah,
you started to run up the park. Got you. So
yeah. So
2K20
so
was
2K19, yeah, 2K19. I started to do a little of my career, and at 20, I started doing park.
got you, man. Yo, and I find that fascinating, bro. You were really into rebuilding teams. And I know that you're rocking with the Phoenix Suns jersey, and this is just a comment. This is not really a question, and it's just amazing how the Suns were able to be a what do you call it? A low hanging fruit team until over the years when
And
they acquired Devin
yeah,
Booker, CP3, and but before they got CP3, they
yeah,
drafted DeAndre Ayton, right? So they
yeah.
were able to develop a
And Mikael
core.
Bridges.
Yup,
Yeah,
and that,
and they hired Monty Williams.
yup. So you can see,
Yeah.
like,
Wait, before, yeah, and
oh,
let me
go
add
ahead. You're
before
a
that.
huge Suns fan.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be speaking on behalf of the Suns. Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
yeah. So I was a basketball fan since like 2013. That's I watched my first basketball game, and the Suns were bad at that time. Like
Yeah.
just a few years back, they were constantly heading back to the like a few years before 2013, they were always making it to the second round or conference finals, but they always lost to either the Spurs or the Lakers. Um, and yeah, 2013 was the first time I got into basketball, and the Suns were trash at the time. Like they just recently traded Steve Nash, and that team was the
Right.
2013 team was horrible. Um, then from 2014, yeah, we got a lot of point guards that were good, like Eric Bledsoe and Isaiah Thomas,
Yep.
and Goran Dragic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we also hired a cornerback a few years back as coach, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we nearly made the playoffs in 2014. We were like I think a one game off, and and we also not to forget I think I'm missing like a lot of players, but Gerald Green,
Oh yeah.
he was also yeah,
Oh
Gerald Green
man,
was
you're a
also with us.
fan then. If you go back 2013 and remember all those all those details,
Yeah,
and then you guys drafted D Book. What
yeah,
is it in
Gerald Green.
2014, right? 2014, 2015?
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that 2014 was like one game out the playoffs, and 2015 we lost like maybe 3 or 4 games out the playoffs, like with a 9 or 10 seed, both of those years. And
Mhm.
then really was I think the 2015 trade deadline. Like we were in the playoff position,
Mhm.
but I think 2015, yeah. And then we just traded away Goran Dragic and
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, because the 3 point guard lineup was not like meshing together.
Right.
And Goran Dragic wanted out, and
Right.
yeah, and
Cuz I remember when
I feel like
Goran he was supposed to be like their main like star player after Steve Nash
yeah,
was
yeah, he
traded to
was
the
a
Lakers. Right. He was
no, he
traded
was
to the
traded to the
Lakers,
Heat.
right?
No, he was traded to the Heat.
Oh, but hold on. No, I meant Steve Nash. So Goran
Oh
Dragic,
yeah,
right? He
yeah,
was a
Steve,
he was a he played for the Suns, right? But at that
yeah,
time, he
yes,
was backing Steve Nash, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then Steve
yeah. He was
Nash was
backing Steve Nash.
right. Steve Nash
Yeah,
was
traded to the Lakers.
traded to the Lakers. Then eventually
Yeah,
Goran Dragic got out. He got traded to the Heat.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
you. Yeah, man.
yeah.
It's
Because
it.
he was not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So he was not fond of the situation. Um, and then it was between Bledsoe and Isaiah. We traded Isaiah to Boston, and what he became. He became a top 5 player before he got injured
Hmm.
with Boston.
MVP season. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
16-17. I mean, we kept Bledsoe, but I honestly, at that time, I felt like we should have traded Bledsoe. Like we should have kept Dragic and Isaiah. Like,
Oh man,
but
but
yeah,
but it's just amazing
yeah,
how the
yeah,
Suns were able to
yeah,
develop, rebuild
yeah, yeah,
in a 7 year span.
yeah,
They had some relative success, right? And then
yeah,
they fell short, and they had relative
yeah,
success again, especially last
yeah,
year when we were when the NBA were in the bubble. They missed the
yeah,
playoffs, and they were
yeah.
actually
By one
in
game.
by one game, right, and
Yeah,
they went
yeah,
undefeated. So it was like, yo,
yeah,
like it's just amazing
yeah,
how the Suns
yeah,
rebuild, even dating back from the Steve Nash and Amari era, where they were like a contending team. Like they were just
yeah.
filthy. I remember that. Yo, I remember growing up. I know you were young blood, but I remember growing up,
Yeah.
bro, and the mid 2000s. Yo, the Steve Nash and
The
Amari
Suns
duo,
they were
over, bro.
amazing.
There were, yeah, especially
Yeah,
the fast break. But
yeah,
man, like, I know that this
yeah,
is we're just sharing some Suns history, but it's just amazing to me why you had this sense of knack to do my league and GM, because you're so knowledgeable in the NBA. You're
yeah,
so knowledgeable of the team's history, and that's dope, man. That's absolutely dope. And I want to go back to your experience since joining the community. And you mentioned that, you've made a lot of friends, right? And you feel like a part of it.
yeah.
Like, could you just expound just a little more in terms of like your friends, like who in particular, if you can recall, you were able to develop a friendship, and how's that experience like?
I give a shout out to Dreads, Dreads World.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Sleepy Dread. Yep.
yeah, yeah, Dreads World. Yeah, he was one of my first friends in this community. Yeah, yeah, I ran with him. I came across with him. Yeah, and he became one of my friends in the community. Another is I gotta say another one was Floor.
Oh, nice. Floor. Yup.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah, yeah,
That's nice,
Floor.
bro.
Yeah, and that's and Neo.
Neo. Wow. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's dope, man. So you've made several friends, and I want you to like share with us, right, your experience in terms of since joining the community, in terms of not only your experience but also your level of play. I know that we've run together, especially during our streams, and if you can just share, with the community or those who are watching, how has your game improved since joining the Rakim Tyson community?
yeah. So when I used to play Park and 2K, like I used to turn the ball over a lot. You know, yeah, I used to go for a lot of unnecessary passes, and yeah, my game wasn't right in 2K. And
Got you, got you. So you essentially learn some of the habits that may harm, the team, and it's great. I can
yeah,
honestly say that it's always an amazing time running with you, and just to see how much you've improved, especially the fundamentals, because it's one thing, right, to do rebuilds, right, by
yeah,
simulating and play and doing play now, but it's another of actually going against real players, because sometimes the CPU
yeah,
has this little algorithm that do little patterns, but you're going against
yeah,
real people, bro, and that's a different beast. You know what I mean? That's a
yeah,
different task. And the fact that, you have improved on your basketball IQ, your decision making,
yeah,
because I've told my
yeah,
subscribers this. I'm like, in order for you to become a better player in 2K, you have to improve on your decision making. And you
yeah,
don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to learn the best build. You don't have to learn the best jump shot. You don't have to do all these crazy things, but just to work on the fundamentals. And I see that you have worked on the fundamentals. You have improved
yeah,
just the smallest things, bro. And I just want to say, like, yo, I'm very proud of you, bro. And once 2K22 hits, yo, you're
yeah,
gonna be you're gonna be you're gonna be a beast, bro. You're gonna
yeah,
be unstoppable.
yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
absolutely, bro. And speaking of 2K22, man. Speaking of 2K22, yo, what do you look for most about 2K22? And as you are more of a seasoned member of the community, what do you look forward to for this
Um,
2K?
for myself,
Yes, sir.
yeah, for myself, just have a good time. Yeah, and my goal was to hit because this year I got off to like a rough start. I really didn't get play that good up until like December or November. So I think I hit SS1 this year, and it's my like first year like playing like really playing Park.
Congrats.
So my goal is to hit like SS3, at least. And I'm also planning to like do more things with my team
Dope.
this year.
Dope.
Yeah, because I haven't played much of. I mean, I haven't played much of that since like 2K19 or yeah.
Dope, man.
So do more with my team and yeah, and honestly have a good wins percentage in the park.
Define that. Like,
Now the
give us a goal. What would you consider to be to have? What would you consider as a good win percentage? Give us a goal
good win percentage.
for you. This is your goal.
My good win percentage would be um like 60 or above at least.
Dope. 60 or above. So at least 60%. That's definitely doable, man. And you
Yeah,
definitely, once 2K22 hits, we're going to run it up some more. And I'm not gonna be
yeah,
surprised, bro. I'm not gonna be surprised that you're gonna accomplish this goal. So I'm definitely
yeah,
looking forward to us continue
yeah,
running in this
yeah,
game. And you mentioned my team. Yo, I gotta get on that. A lot of my subscribers are saying, yo, you should try out my team. Yo, I've been a 2K
yeah,
head since 2K5, and I haven't played my team ever. So you gotta teach me. You gotta definitely teach me, bro.
yeah. I'll teach some of it. Yeah, I'll teach you what I know.
Got you,
Yeah,
bro. Hey, Mamba, it was a pleasure, man. And yo, 2K22 is gonna be our year, the dream community.
yeah,
I'm so happy.
absolutely.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to see your growth. As a 2K player and a person, That's,
Yeah,
we're family. So, Mamba,
yeah.
let's do it, man. Let's have a good year.
All right.
All right, bro. Peace.